offense. They'll be led out by the fifth-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 25 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Dolphins.
Here's Murray. This one brought in by Jefferson. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Justin Herbert to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Patriots defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
It is so difficult to run the ball against that defensive front. They make short gains like that feel like 10 to 15-yard runs.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And Charles, ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year, you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know where you really should have felt that game.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw out wide is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's on the former first-rounder, Taylor Decker. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They work now on 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Again, Herbert. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there for number 15. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give running right is Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Up to the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So good decision there by Mike McDaniel to throw that challenge flag. They rule in his favor. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. This a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And this one's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Big play there for New England. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are back within a score. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now it's Herbert. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Going to be taken in here by McCool. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Murray. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Murray to air it out again. Touchdown, Patriots! Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Brock Purdy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Josh Allen, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. And finally, on Monday night, our first doubleheader of the year. Saints-Panthers at 7:15 Eastern, followed by Cleveland-Pittsburgh an hour later. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys... Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an instant.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the sideline and incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw And they hooked up there for a first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To the air again, Herbert. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Here's Herbert. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that will make this a 4-point game. On the return, here's Hall. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Herbert now. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. A big play there for New England. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tucker now to add the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run for Josh Jacobs. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
5-9, 5-9.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Completes it to Aguilar. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 63 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Groupie able to add the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Patriots 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 7.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Murray. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro in there to drop him for a loss. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Herbert. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw is Murray. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7.
Murray going to throw. Now loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Now Herbert following the turnover. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Patriots now down by 10. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Finding Pascal. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Murray to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
To throw is Murray.
For a Patriots.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw, and this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So this drive spans 7 plays. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they take a knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Dolphins, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a game effort, but they do indeed fall to defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the unity and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making, in the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's printed by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
For me, made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch, then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I gotta suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas, but I hit the highs mid, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta.
And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta.
you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a. Just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
And even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta.
and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I still gotta. I still gotta.
no, I got it.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. And that's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Never had a mentor. Only one Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. commas, not a call. I deposit, I do not withdraw. Stand up. Look, do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like